music entrepreneurs here in Nigeria are still adjusting to the new normal caused by the coronavirus pandemic. Coronavirus caused an abrupt shift in the entertainment culture here in Nigeria. The fear of closed spaces, skin-to-skin contact, and all that made even the most adventurous people avoid clubs, concerts, lounges, bars, and the usual weekly nightlife. Music entrepreneurs and bored citizens were forced to find alternative ways to amuse themselves during the pandemic. Now that some entertainers have gotten vaccinated, the entertainment space in Nigeria is gradually picking up again with various activities, thank God. Joining us now is Obiageli Obiago, popularly called Obias. She is the founder of BGG Entertainment, who turned to praise and to worship music to sustain herself through this very unpredictable and difficult period of the pandemic, particularly with her music. So, it's fantastic to have you here with us. Well, it's great to have you, Obias. Thanks very much for being with us. As an entertainment entrepreneur, what personal experiences have impacted you the most during the COVID-19 pandemic?
Thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure to be here. The personal experience that impacted me the most was actually the passing of my father in February. He contracted COVID-19 at some point, and so it's something that hit me personally. And I've been trying to deal with that, and it hasn't been easy, but we thank God for everything. You have to just kind of move forward. It's something that I know that my dad would have wanted me to do in his legacy. So by God's grace, entertainment tries to remain positive and look for the best in every situation and every circumstance. And during this pandemic, we just had to find different ways to remain amused and stimulated. And one of those things that got me through that was Chris Bright's music, which you just had the opportunity to listen to. He has a new single out called Hallelujah, and it is fantastic. It's fantastic. You can get it out on all platforms, Apple Music and Spotify and other things as well.
That is great. But tell us, Obias, why the switch and what genre were you initially in? We just read that you had to make the switch during the pandemic to gospel, praise and worship songs. Why that?
Well, like I said, I was very close to my father, and during the pandemic, things were already changing a lot for everyone, not only in the space of entertainment. As an entrepreneur, I had to turn to God and look to my faith to get me through these things. So gospel music kind of helped me with that, you know, when you're at home and there's not too many things that you are used to doing or turning to. Music is something that I've always turned to, and it just so happened to be the gospel space. Chris's music was close to me because he actually sang for my father's memorial, and it was inspiring to everyone that took part in this ceremony. Also, he is a singer in the Storage House Church as well. And so I was just kind of surrounded by faith-based music, and so it kind of just made sense, you know, to just go that route.
Okay, Obiageli, it sounds like it's clearly a personal journey for you and personal investment, and that's good to see. Now that some people have gotten their vaccines, what forms of entertainment, for those who are looking around thinking, how do we raise our spirits and encourage ourselves again, what would you recommend to them?
Well, I would recommend more outdoor activities, more family-oriented activities, more activities in which you get the opportunity to network with like-minded people, professionals, creatives, and entrepreneurs such as myself, something that you can just stay close to your community. And I found something, and that is TKD Farms farmers market. They have all of the above that I just stated. There is a farmers market every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's amazing. You have a lot of entrepreneurs, such as myself, with small businesses, and they are serving the community with organic, fresh produce. We have about 15 vendors at the market right now. For more information concerning those vendors, you can go to @TKD Farms. That is @TKD Farms on Instagram and also on Facebook, and also their website. What's amazing about it is that it's something for everyone. There are children that can go to the farmers market and they can have sugar-free treats and ice cream. In fact, they have something coming up on Saturday called Children's Day, and that is tomorrow at Osborne Verge, across the street from Osborne. It's Last Park. For more information and details, kindly reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to tell you more. But next week, the farmers market has Chris Bright performing, and it's going to be amazing. He is going to be doing an acoustic guitar concert at the farmers market.
Well, that sounds excellent. Just one last question really quickly. How do you think the music industry is changing for entrepreneurs like yourselves? We hear a lot about how music is being displayed or played differently, but how is it changing for people like yourselves during this pandemic?
Well, I think it made us realize what's important. I think the pandemic has changed people's priorities. My priorities have certainly changed. I'm no longer, just constantly thinking about ways to just make revenue or go out to the nightclubs. I'm thinking more of terms of family and community and legacy. So my inspiration has changed and my focus has changed. And I think that has kind of sifted into the framework of everyone in the entertainment space, from the film industry to the music industry, and activity-based. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Baz. We wish you the best.